My name is Lorne Prefontaine and I'm a co-owner of Crew Rowhouse in Saskatoon.
Hi, my name is Sheena Beatty and I'm one of the owners of Crew Rowhouse.
Crew Rowhouse is a boutique fitness studio. So we do group fitness classes here in Saskatoon, and it consists of rowing and weights. So what you're getting is the benefit of both cardio and resistance training all in one quick 45-minute workout. With Crew Rowhouse, we were really trying to do something different. There was nothing quite like this in the industry. So when you're trying to launch a new business that's totally new, you have a lot of educating the market to do. So for us, rowing is the type of exercise that's not common. So what that meant for us is we had to really educate our clients on how to row properly. It's a very technical movement, so it's not just a total shoe-in. So what that means is there's a lot of challenges to overcome right out of the gates when you get that client coming in for their first experience. So it's just a very different, but it's also, that's just part of the business, that's who we are. So it was a positive thing for us.
So what led me to becoming an entrepreneur? I had previously worked in a very fast-paced corporate world with lots of traveling, and I was missing my family. I was missing out on a lot of things that were important to me because of the travel that was associated with that work. And it was a stressful environment, and I always liked the idea of boutique fitness, and I was rowing at home a lot and seeing a lot of benefits from that, and so a light bulb went off and I thought maybe that's something that I could do really well. So that's kind of how it all started. I ended up leaving a career that I loved, but it was challenging in ways that I was ready for new challenges and new changes. So basically it was just kind of an idea and it took off from there.
I was working in a corporate career, and similar to my business partner, it was a high-stress career, which was very rewarding in a lot of ways, but it also was very taxing. So that's something that I did right out of university. I worked there for 6 years, and after that 6-year period, I realized I was looking for change. I was looking for something different. I wasn't sure what that was. It's so hard there's so many options out there, it's hard to really narrow that down sometimes. But I had coincidentally been rowing with the club here in Saskatoon, and my now business partner, Sheena, had been rowing indoors, talking about the benefits, and she came up with this idea that she'd like to open up this studio. And it was just a natural relationship for us because we worked so well together that we thought this would be a good opportunity for us to change things up. So we were both individually looking for change, and we came together on this business idea. And I wasn't even quite sure what it meant to be an entrepreneur at that time, but it seemed like something worth going after.
Well, I think a typical workday for me is different every day. There's no such thing as a typical workday. There's some basis of what you do that's the same every day, but when you're an entrepreneur, there's always new challenges, and there's different things that come up that you need to tend to, and lots of them are unexpected, but really great learning experiences. So I think I couldn't say for, exactly what a workday would look like, but typically coming to the studio in the morning, having a coffee is important, and greeting customers. Customer service is really key for us here. So being, especially when you're starting a business, having that face time with your customers and really putting in that time, getting to know them and understanding what's working in the business and what's not, you need to be at your business. So for us, spending a lot of time here is a typical workday.
So one of the fun things about being an entrepreneur is every day is different. Whether you're dealing with the fire of the day, the current challenges, or just dealing with the new clients coming in your door that day. So there's no real typical day, but if I had to try and summarize it up, I'd say sometimes it's early mornings, sometimes it's late evenings. We're a fitness studio, so we've got early morning classes, weekends, so we're never closed, but I do get to control my own schedule. So it's anything from greeting clients at the front door, cleaning the studio, or working with your trainers on future plans, and then just managing everyday business stuff such as the numbers and the marketing campaigns.
The main thing that I love about being an entrepreneur and having my own business is the flexibility. So I have 2 little kids at home, and doing this business with myself in control and setting my own hours has given me lots of flexibility. It's allowed me to focus more on my health and fitness and all the things that are important to me. And I can work any hours of the day I'd like and organize my schedule around everything else. So that's been really beneficial, no matter what the day looks like. Challenges are inevitable, and I think you have 2 ways to approach them. You can either approach it and look at the positive that comes with any challenges, or focus on the negative. And if you focus on the negative, you can kind of like spin out of control, and you start trying to focus on things that you're not able to control. So I think with any challenge, it's important to stay positive and know that with challenge comes growth. And I think in our experience with my business partner and myself at Crew Rowhouse, all of the challenges that we've faced as a new business and entrepreneurs has made us better and stronger. And definitely I welcome them. I don't wish that we hadn't had any of those experiences, or faced any kind of different kind of adversity that we might have faced, because when we've faced those challenges, we've actually gotten stronger and we've made decisions that have propelled us forward. So
fortunately for me, I do have a business partner that makes tackling challenges much more palatable. So first thing we do is if we have a challenge, we sit down and we hash out a plan. My business partner is very optimistic, which is one of the reasons we work so well together. So we just sit down and we look at the positives and we find out what's the best decision and how we're going to move forward. And every time we've overcome a challenge, it's led to growth for the business. So if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, number one thing is it's got to be something you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about going down that road, it's just not going to work out for you. Reason being is because entrepreneurship is it's a very challenging but also very rewarding path. So if you're not passionate about what you're going to try and do, then you're going to burn out. It's long hours, it's all you're living and breathing that business. And so if it's something that you're passionate about, then it's going to work out for you because you're going to have that drive to overcome all those challenges.
I think, for me, the challenge being female is I run my household. I'm a mom and a wife, and part of the reason I got into this is so that I could have more time and spend more time with my family. And so I would say that has been the biggest challenge, is finding that balance and taking that time to focus on the business and also my family life. For young entrepreneurs, I think the way you need to approach things is if you have an idea or an interest and you think that you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to develop this business idea that you have, I think you should absolutely go for it. I think you need to trust in yourself. You need to do your research. But whether you're female or male, it's all about individuality, I think. And if you have really good, strong self-awareness, you're going to be confident. And I think if you know what you're good at, you're going to lean into that and let everything else fall away. Like if you're not good at math, like I'm not good at math, then that's okay. You don't have to be good at everything. You just have to know what you're good at and then surround yourself with the people and put people in place that are good at those other things. So with me and Lauren's really good at finance and I'm really good at marketing. So those are our focuses, and we work really well together. We always overlap and discuss and share ideas, but I let him do his thing and he lets me do my thing, and then we kind of come together on the big stuff, and it seems to work really well. So I would say if there's lots of benefits to being an entrepreneur and running your own business. I think there's some negatives too, obviously. There's a lot of uncertainty, and I think you have to be a pretty strong individual to take that risk, but you're young, and I think I can't think of a better time being young and being in the world that we're in right now with social media and having all these platforms at your disposal to grow your business, especially young people. I think it's just an amazing time to be an entrepreneur. Is that good?
Great. We'll take the mic off.
Being an entrepreneur when you're young is it's a huge advantage. You don't have to, when you're coming out of high school, you don't have to feel like you have everything figured out. So if you're thinking of going down the road of being an entrepreneur instead of going after that career, now's the time to do so. One of the organizations I would look into when you're young is called Futurepreneur. So if you're under 40 years old, you can get a really good access to a loan. So definitely look into that. But try it out because you've got plenty of time to get that career. Now's the time to take advantage of that flexibility you have as a young individual to go down the road of an entrepreneur. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, do your homework. Whatever business that you're going after, there's already probably people that have done something similar. In today's day and age, you can go on YouTube, you can go on any social media platform and find information about those businesses. And I'm sure you're going to be able to find interviews too on individuals such as myself and their experiences. So do some research. You're going to get some massive learnings, and it'll only formalize what you want to do.